hip-hop is dead, but we don't resurrect it. You follow what mainstream says, but here it gets rejected. If you wearing tight jeans, don't expect to get respected. I'm from a time where wearing black was always on your checklist. From a time where faggots get checked if they reckless. From a time where if you got too much shine, we snatch your necklace. This real shit here, Illuminati, fuck the industry. We represent the street and they respect our street ministries. Hate no sorts and cut the middleman, literally. This hip-hop savior, our birth scenes like nativity. This a place where no one sells out for relevability, and the masses can get a chance to explore more creativity. You gotta be kidding me. If you call that hip-hop, niggas with box shades and fluorescent flip-flop. We killin' Big Brother, cause we know he watch. You don't like what I'm doing, then you can suck mine. And you don't Murder Master Music Show. It's the 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 Murder Master Music Show.
Man, here we are, episode 346. Murder
Yes,
Master
sir.
Show.
346.
Myself, Perez, and Mack J. How you doing, Mack J?
Man, what's up with the prayers? We ain't fucking around with them. 346. You know.
And I'll tell you what, man. It's been last month has been crazy. You know what I'm saying? Every show this week is a double episode. Tonight, you know what I'm saying, we got the Lench Mob in the building. We got Threi of the Lench Mob. I believe Chili Chill's going to be in here. You know what I'm saying? And after that, we go down to Memphis, man, and MC Mack. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the show. We can't get more diverse than what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to hit two different areas and give people two different varieties of music. Now, for those of you that don't know who the Lench Mob is, man, I suggest you go back and listen to some of the shit in the 90s because, I don't know, man, that was the best era of hip-hop. To me, I mean, of course I'm going to say that because that's the era I grew up in. But, I mean, come on, man, the music had a message. You know what I'm saying? You listen to a lot of the music nowadays, that message is gone. Let's bring these guys on, man. Let's see what they got to say. I think this is Threi and Chili. Is that you guys?
Yo, that's me. That's Threi from the mob. What's happening?
Man, what's good with it, wrong dude?
Man, how you doing,
straight.
man?
I'm straight. How you feeling, loved one?
Man, good, man.
First and foremost, man, welcome to the show. It's a huge honor to have you back on the show. The last time you were on the show, we were chopping it up about breaking glass ceilings. Chinaman, Fresh Kid Ice, you know what I'm saying, dropped this compilation, which is available everywhere right now. Man, how did you hook up with Fresh Kid Ice? That's a dope story. Yeah, hello? Can you hear me?
This call might have dropped, prayers.
You might have lost him. You can call back in. You know what I'm saying? Hit the line 714-409-0548. Yeah, he was on the board. Yeah, he'll probably call right back in. We'll see what's good and see if it's him. You there? Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. While we're waiting on him to call back in, we're gonna go to one of these. We're gonna go to one of these bangers, man. This is Tricking Off. I believe it's produced by Chili Chill. Let's see if this is Chili right here. Chili, is this you?
Yeah, what's good with you, man? How y'all feeling?
Man, real good.
Yeah, we good, man. How you doing, Chill?
Shit, I'm doing pretty good, man. Enjoying this West Coast life.
Yeah, man, you've been enjoying it for a minute over there, man. You guys put out so many hits and still doing it now, man. What gives you that longevity, man?
Man, just staying consistent, keeping the game, learning the game, respecting the game, you know what I'm saying, all of that included.
Hell yeah, definitely.
You got to do that.
Well,
you got to do that. You got to be a fan of the game. You got to be a fan of the game, period, the whole industry, and just love it, man, and place yourself into it. You got to do that. You got to respect all the ones that came before you.
Yeah. Well,
So that's one of the things I definitely do.
I'm glad you said that, Joe, because a lot of the guys nowadays, man, they just shit on the dudes before them. Like I remember this one guy, he didn't want to rap on a Premier beat. I forget who he even was. It's like, man, where did that respect go? Because it's still there in all the other genres of music. You know what I'm saying? You know, like somebody coming up in blues, they're going to pay homage to B.B. King or Fats Domino. They're not going to shit on their name. What do you think happened with hip-hop?
Man, because they not taught to respect. That's just like how you would teach a kid. If you don't teach a kid to respect his elders, they're not going to respect the elders. So you got to teach people. And like a lot of the younger kids are not being taught. That's why where they are right now. So it's like they're not taught to come into the game and come into a situation and do the research on it. So it's like anybody that comes into the music industry, which we're looking at, even if it's radio, at least do your research. You got to do that first. You have to do that first to look at who are the people that came before you, how did they do the thing that they did, how did they make it, and how did they be successful, and that will kind of teach you, okay, if you're going to go on that path, you don't have to do the exact same thing that they do, but at least use that formula to take whatever you're trying to do to elevate, to take it to the next level. So if you're not willing to do the research into something, that's kind of crazy, man. It's like a person going to college and you just take classes and you don't do the research or anything. Who would do that? You're looking at the younger people that's not being taught, they're doing that. So what can you say? You have certain people that can't even recite certain rhymes, can't remember certain things, so it's like, why would you not study something? But you're trying to enter that zone. That makes no sense. So got to do your research first. Got to have respect for the ones that was before you, because if it wasn't no old, it would be no new. You feel me?
Hell yeah. That's the realest shit you can say, because, like you said, if they ain't learning, they just out here, or ain't nobody out here teaching them. They just out here learning on their own. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so easy for them to trend chase, because it ain't no firm roots with a lot of these guys when it comes to the hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So they don't even reach back. They don't even know how to reach back a lot of times, because people tell them, "Oh man, you know that's corny. That's this." No, they don't know what corny is if they don't know the history of it. You don't even know the history of corny.
Exactly. You're exactly right. I mean, if you're not being taught that, then, I mean, you're not going to know these things. So, I mean, it kind of fall on the older people that was there, too, because they kind of dropped the ball with teaching at the same time. So, I mean, everybody's kind of held accountable. Everybody's kind of held accountable because certain people that's older dropped the ball and stepped back and just allowed the younger youth to do things. It's like, okay, if you don't have no guidance, where the fuck you going to go? You can't go nowhere if you don't have no guidance. So you're going to be lost. You can't expect a little kid to raise themselves. You got to give them something, and they shouldn't really necessarily have to learn the hard way. So if they're out there and they put out there and they got to learn the hard way, of course they're going to make way more mistakes than what anybody else that was older would make. So the older people been through that, so you really would think and expect that they would push out and give that knowledge to help teach the younger. So when you're not doing that, then sometimes I understand the situation. Just like sometimes you have the younger you, they get mad at the older generation and kind of diss them, not give them respect because they feel a certain way, because they feel that the older didn't share something or didn't pull them in or didn't do whatever for whatever reason that it is. But, I mean, you got to start bringing that somehow, some way. We got to all bring that connection back and gap that space, those spaces, and pull it in together to where you got the older working with the younger. That's what it's going to have to be, no matter what.
I know what worked in the 90s, man, good music. You know what I'm saying? It brought a lot of people from all over the world together. And even now, today, if you look outside of the U.S., I think that many countries love our older hip-hop more than we do, it seems. Like, you go over to France, and the shit you guys did in the 90s is still huge over there. You know what I'm saying? People like Yuck Mouse can go over there and tour on I Got Five on it all day long. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the culture is popping in other places. So as an artist, that kind of makes you want to go around and check out other areas, I would imagine.
Exactly. Because, I mean, you looked at that, everything was quality, and people took the time and respected what it was, and you had the creativity in hip-hop, you had the respect of hip-hop, and everyone did their research, so they took their time to do stuff and craft stuff and put it together. And when you look at nowadays, you look at stuff, they don't take the time to do anything. They just, you look at people, okay, they get this saying, okay, I'm going to get some reasons, or I'm going to get logic, and I'm going to get that. It's like, come on, man, once you take away from the drum machines, the keyboards, the liveness and the live bass, live guitar, all that, you take away from what it is and everything sounds mechanical.
Yeah.
And you listen to music nowadays, there's nothing. What is it, like 8 tracks? You got a kick, a snare, hey, 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 hey. Every song got that in it.
Yeah. Yeah, which is,
so it's like, I mean, come on, man, you get kind of burnt out on it after so long, and you're looking, okay, when is it going to stop? When is it going to go back to what it is? When is lyrics going to come back in? When is rhymes and metaphors going to come back in? When the topics going to come back in? When the delivery going to come back in?
Yeah. Even the art, man. The artists, I mean, first they took away the DJ, I think. They kind of got rid of him, the live DJ. Then they started taking away the art. They started taking away, what I'm saying, like you said, the lyrics, and to the point where it's just, it's just a shell of what it once was. But luckily, good dope music is still being played. You know what I'm saying? You guys got some. You guys sent me some. Man, let's give them this one here. Tricking Off, man. Tell me about this one.
Tricking Off is something we just came together, and we just want to clown and just not really diss, but just let you know how you don't need to be tricking off. And still kept it West Coast, you feel me?
Yeah, hell yeah, that's what's up, man.
And me and Threi put our heads together and just came with it.
Hey, shouts out to all my West Coast people, baby. You know what it is. We gonna be West Coast to the casket.
Hey, Threi, let me interrupt for real quick. Let me take 1 second out. Let me take 1 second out and give my nigga a happy birthday. Today is birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
That's right. Yeah, that's what's that.
Whose birthday?
Good looking. Yeah, no doubt. They gonna keep that shit on the low. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? We're just grinding out here. Hey, good looking, my nigga. Chill, like we say. This gonna be West Coast to the casket chop. I'm born in L.A., raised there. I don't know nothing else but that. You know what I'm saying? But I love my Chuck D's, my LLs, my Jada Kisses, my 50s, my motherfucking T.I.s and Jeezys. Shout out Jeezy. I gotta holler at you on some shit. You know what I'm saying? What you think when N.W.A. and all that was going on, and we was running around the world, and the cops was smashing us. We was doing all the shows we was doing. They was smashing us up in shows. We was getting bullets hurling at us and all that. The same thing was going down with Luke and them. They was getting smashed by them people, getting banned and all that. So it was kind of a God seeing that the homie Monte Cristo, big shout out, called me. We had been rapping anyway for a minute, and he got at me. He was like, what you doing? And I'm like, we just finished tricking off. And he was like, you know what, fam, on the real, come holler at me. And I said, you know what, I ain't been to Detroit in a while, me and Chill, to see some of the homies we know from the previous tours and shit that we had been bouncing and doing shit with. So I hollered at him. Me and Chill, we were just finishing up tricking off the edit on that. And I said, you know what, Chill? Next thing we do, we got to take that out. We got to take that out Midwest. And me and Monty just had been rapping on the whole thing, and he was like, Fresh is coming and JT is coming. And I'm like, well, no bullshit, my nigga. I ain't seen my nigga JT in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out JT. He blessed us too. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it was one of the things. It was like a godsend melting pot, like landing in New York, boots down, boom. It's everything and everybody. It was the same thing when we landed in Detroit. They took the sin. It was big love, like it always is for the mob when we land in the place. It was big love, and man, I can't tell you, Fresh Kid, he crazy. I love Two Live. They're my people. They gonna always be my people. JT, man, he blessed this boy Dirty. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing, and then Chill went in the lab, and he came out with some shit. He was telling me, he said, Three, the next one we're gonna do something different. And I was like, all right, my nigga, you the maniac on the music. You do what you do, nigga. I'm riding with you till the wheels roll off. And he came out there with that, and I'm like, whoa. And I was hard at money, and I was like, yo, we're gonna do something different than what we normally do. And he was like, for real. I was like, it's gonna be West Coast, but it's gonna be a little different. And we're gonna shoot the video out there. So Monty was like, straight, come on, when everybody else come and let's rap on the thing. And when we got there, it was just like God was in the room, everybody was there. It was just like it was. Go back 20 years. It was the same thing all over again. Mad Love, JT, Mad Love, Fresh Kid Ice, Mad Love, Boy 30 was the surprise thing on the thing. And it turned out to be one of them magical things, dog. And like I say, man, it's one of them things that it's a once in a lifetime time thing to have West Coast, South, Midwest all together on one thing, and everybody is doing their thing. Nobody is out of their lane. Everybody is in their lane. That's what makes this song so hot. We got that. Shout out Chinaman Records for blessing us and taking care of us with the whole thing. How he put that whole thing together. It was all a beautiful thing. And like I say, end of the day, Monte Cristo, Fresh Kid Ice, Chinaman Records, big shout out JT Money.
Hey, JT Money, Fame, Verb, Boy Dirty, Drill 'em Out, Monte Cristo.
Drill 'em Out, the whole shit, no question.
Everybody. Everybody.
That Chinaman Records is a good look.
I'm glad Fresh Kid Ice decided to do that because, what I'm saying, that's something that's needed right now. You know what I'm saying? Also, shout out to Clientele over there by you guys, man. He's doing a lot of
Clientele.
Museum. You know what I'm saying? With the preservation of hip hop, man. So shout out to him as well, man. I really appreciate people that try to preserve this shit, man. That's what it is needed right now. Let's give them that. Yeah, we got that off of Breaking Glass Ceilings, available right now everywhere, iTunes everywhere. You pretty much told us about it, man. You guys going to do a video for this, maybe, or any plans?
We working on it. I ain't cutting you off, Chill. You can go with it.
Hey, as we speak, we editing up the video right now.
It's already done.
We editing the video right now, so it is a video to it.
Right.
It is a video.
Everybody that listens to the show, UGSforlife.com, make sure you get ready to share this video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got that. You know what I'm saying? Tell everybody who's on it again, guys, with the Lench Mob.
Oh, you got Lench. Go ahead, Three. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, Chill, produced by Chili Chill from the infamous Lench Mob. You got Boy Dirty, he anchored the bitch, he did his thing, and you got Fresh Kid Ice. Blessing 2 Live crew. He did classic 2 Live. You know what I'm saying? You can't. That's the best thing about when you do a collab is when a cat does their classic work. That's what you want. I don't want you to do no re. I want you to do the classic you. When I hear you bust, if I know it's classic Dre, classic Crooked I, classic Corrupt and Dask, I want to hear the classics. I want you to spit the hot shit. Don't give me no regurgitated shit, because then when you send it to me, I'm going to do what I do and come out, and it's going to be Mob. You're going to be like, okay, that's the Mob. So the same thing. Shout out JT Money, man. He's on this bitch doing this thing. Come on, dog. Y'all ain't even got to say nothing. When you hear JT, it's just like, whoa, that take you back to the whole thing, and everybody was in their lane, and that was the thing that I was praying for the most, is that everybody, including me, we all stay in our lane, and then Chill came with that hot ass beat and did his thing, and everybody, like I say, shout out the whole damn Chinaman Records, the whole, shout out to the Mob, shout out Ice Cube for doing your thing, the whole damn 90s, and putting us through that whole strategic training and all that shit we had to go through to be where we at right now to keep this thing moving and pumping and all that. Shout out to the nigga JD up in the hole. Free the nigga JD. I gotta say that while I'm on here. You know what I'm saying? In my 2 minutes
all
of
day.
fame.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? That nigga. What y'all don't know is we missing our main right here, man. That's JD. Gorillas in the Mist. We missing that Shorty, T-Bone, KD, Sir Jinx, the whole motherfucker, First Lady of the whole damn thing, Yo-Yo. We missing everybody. T-Bone. You know what I'm saying? We working on shit right now, but like I said, right now, there's compilation.
Dazzy
D,
KD,
no
L,
question.
You know what I'm saying?
I always wanted an album or a project with everybody from the Lench Mob. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys put out classic records. Don't get me wrong, but I always wanted one with all of y'all. Is that in the works?
Hey,
what you're saying?
Hey, we working on that. We working on that. So hey, y'all gonna get hit with that. We on that. We've been on that for a minute. We kind of stopped that.
I know, man. I've been seeing the pictures of you guys, man. Props to all y'all.
Yeah, we got.
Man.
Exactly.
And really, man, you guys have roots with him because, you know, when Q was over there at Macola and everybody, that's where Two Live Crew originated from. So, I mean, they were really one of the pioneers of the West Coast at first, too. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of guys. So that's dope.
Yeah, that's what the West. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff that the West was known for, like independent. Yeah, a lot of the West Coast was known for independence. You had Egyptian Lover, you had Macola Records, you had Techno Hop, you had all that. And all during that time when everybody else, a lot of people from the East Coast were signed to major label. But we was doing what we was doing, just grinding and handling what we handled. We was all independent. So we're known
Shout
for
out Joe Cooley and all that.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. When you say Macola, you really saying the heart of the coast because you got to look at, like I said, the Joe Cooley, the K-Days, the all them fast records from Egyptian Lover, Uncle Jam's Army. Shout out all my niggas over there. You know what I'm saying? That's our roots. So when we hear the EDM shit, we go to we go back. Yeah, Mixmaster, Spade, all them. When we hear that, we go, that's coast. That's our shit. You know what I'm saying? When we hear that high, we like that's Egyptian Lover. That's that's Uncle Jam's Army. They was breathing on the records and clowning and doing stuff way back then, and that was our Run DMC back then. You know what I'm saying? That's who we looked up to because these was the cats that was putting it down. We had the Mixmaster show. N.W.A and all them on their doing thing. So that's who we looked up to. That was our Run DMC. We didn't have a Run DMC for the West. So we had Boogaloo Shrimp, we had K-Day, we had N.W.A, we had all the Mixmasters, Battle Cat, Kill, all them on the radio, breaking records, all the independent.
Rest in peace, Mr. Animation. Yeah, rest in peace, Mr. Animation. You know what I'm saying? For getting down. I mean, we had all that. We had the Friday Night Live, Thursday Night Live, all of that K-Day. You know, you had all that. You had the Mix Masters with Tony G, Joe Cooley, M.W.A, Julio
Scotty
G.
You know what I'm saying? Scotty D putting together the whole thing for the
Rest in Peace, Trey Ski, on down the line. You had everybody. Everybody just doing Ralph M. You had everybody just doing their thing. We just go on and on and on, from the J.J. Fast to the Arabian Princess to just on down the line.
Everybody.
Second to none, Above the Law,
we just lost another pioneer in the game by losing DJ Crazy Tunes, man.
Exactly.
Can y'all reflect some Crazy Tunes a little bit?
Crazy Tunes, yeah, no doubt. That was
a big blow. That was a big hit. That was really unexpected. I was never expecting that from all the years that we go back from clowning, doing like little mixtapes. There's still stuff that I got with me and him that I never released. Just that we used to clown and just do back in the days, and they used to come on us, with us on tour from the time that me and Jinx knocked out the UFC in the Mad Circle, the And the Damn Thing Changed album, just on down the line, man. So it's like, that was like a hit. I wasn't expecting that, man. You know what I'm saying? I know his mom, shout out to Dub, see all that, you know what I'm saying? Wow, crazy. I'm still tripping off that to this day. Yeah,
it ain't something you just gonna forget, because I can still see Tunes' face. And like I say, anybody that know Tunes, you know he a humble dude. He ride for the music. If he feeling it, he feeling it. If he's not, you can hang it up. He's not finna ride with you on that. So Tunes and Dub, man, they're my loved ones. You know what I'm saying? I remember we was on the road, and that was one of my things when I was doing the merchandising for Cube. I did the merchandising for Dub and them, so I would always talk with Tunes and Dub. Tunes would be more cool with me on certain stuff because he mellow and laid back. Dub is the fire out of him. That's why he's the mic man and Tunes is the music man. And I look back at a lot of stuff we did, man. Like I said, it's still a shock, man. It ain't something you go if you know Tunes and go back with Tunes for years. it still ain't real. It's still like, damn, I can't believe Tunes. Because when you say Dub, like you said at the thing, you see Dub, you see Tunes. And it's hard to say Dub and not say Tunes. I said, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I feel you. Yeah, when we had Tunes on the show a while back, man, he was always a real humble cat, man. Real, you know what I'm saying? It was a good interview, shit. You know what I'm saying? And my condolences go out to his family and everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. And that's one right there. You can't replace that, and it's gonna take a while for that to sink in and really just, you know what I'm saying, to look at the mob and be like, damn, what, you know, you look at Dub, you're like, nigga, I mean, you just want to say, nigga, tell Tunes I said what's up, and you know, it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying. Now at this point, when man, you know, it's one of the ones you just say it ain't over yet. It's still the still sticker shock. It's unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? That we ain't got my niggas still here with us. Just to keep the whole thing pushing, because people don't know how much Tunes pushed in the background. He was pushing. He's he ain't one that's gonna fall back. He gonna push the line a whole lot more than niggas know. You know what I'm saying? Especially the West Coast line. So. Like I say, it's still sticker shock, dog. It's still unbelievable. It's still, all I could do is say, wow. You know what I'm saying? I guess God had another mission for him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And we ain't.
We were just blessed to be in his presence, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, So for like you guys that came up with him, you can keep them stories, man. That's something that God gave y'all. You know what I mean? Like if you looking at it like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because you don't get people like that all the time.
Definitely blessed to be able to even know him, you know what I'm saying, for the time that you knew him, man. So I thoughts go out to you guys, too, man, because I know that was a hard blow for the whole coast. You know what I'm saying? So
no question.
You know,
no question.
But I'll tell you what, man, we got a couple, these last three ones, they're like snippets, man. We can go off into one of them, and then we'll bring on a couple callers and chop it up for a bit more and play the other two. But let's give them this crack music, man. Tell everybody about this.
Man, you know, like I said, we gonna always give some. Being a lynch mob, we got several wings. This is like the president's house. We got you got the Army, the Navy, the Air Force. So with that and with Chill doing what he do, again, this is the man that started jacking for beats. This is the man that always mastermind crazy shit, and he gonna bring it to you and be like, nigga, put something with it. You know what I'm saying? And so even when Q was doing his shit and writing, and we'd be on the bus and he'd say, this is what I'm finna do to that, and we'd be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And the two of them always got a hell of a chemistry. And so when he started working on my shit, he was like, hey, man, listen to this. Do something to this. Do something to that. So with Chill, you never know what you're going to get, but it's always going to be, and it's always going to be hood, and it's always going to be coast, even if we got other people to feature on it to bring it out. Because like I said, we West Coast. There's no way I could sound South. There's no way I'm not going to get on there and play like I'm from the South. I'm going to get a cat that's from it to do what they do so that it's all authentic. Just like how we did on Yeah, We Got This. So the crack music is one of the homies from Texas. And my nigga do what he do, and he came bless me with the hook on it. And I just knocked out a little quick one. And we just wanted to give it a little something to see what it sound like so we could take it there. Again, we got Face and all the homies down there in Texas and stuff. But this is one of my homies. He was out on the West, and he came and blessed me with it.
Yeah, so we just want to clown. I just like doing different stuff. You know what I'm saying? To hit all elements of just hip hop and rap. Period. Though, so you got to be universal. You can't be scared to get down. If you do get down, at least you got to sound something worthwhile. You feel me? So
yeah,
that's what all came for.
One thing I want to ask you guys too before we go off in this joint: when did you guys, you know what I'm saying, first get connected with Ice Cube? Like, did you know him? Did you go to school with him, or how long did y'all know him?
I mean, we all, I basically, we going back. I basically transpired with fucking with Q through really just seeing him. I used to be in a lot of DJ competitions and clown and get out and do all that. And then with my homeboy Threi Ski, clowning and doing stuff, he connected basically with Jinx, and he plugged me up with Jinx, and we kept doing that. Now, I used to see Cube at certain little clubs and certain little shit and just certain little areas, and like, LA is LA. We all getting down. He rapping, I'm DJing. We just doing all that and just getting down and doing what we're doing. So, of course, everybody's going to see everybody. and everybody's going to run into everybody. So it just happens that was the situation, and we plugged up. Me and Jinx chopped it up. We went from there, and then he basically connected me back with Cube again, me seeing him again, and like, okay, well, we starting this group and we doing this called, you know, the Lench Mob, and we do what we doing. So I'm like, you going to be down with it? So I'm like, oh, shit, hell, fuck it, shit, let's do this shit. Let's do it. You're like, nigga, shit, I'm leaving N.W.A. in this situation. This how, you know, I'm not happy. This how we're going to get out. We're going to do what we're going to do. And shit, that was that. Took off, and shit, we started bringing in certain members.
My story is,
so this
my
89, roughly.
Yeah, so I mean, really before that, like 88 coming into it and establishing and connecting to make all that. Like, just like when you wrote to Express Yourself and wrote all that stuff and kept that moving.
Yeah. Well,
with me, it's a little different. I'm from L.A., but I was in and out, and Moms had took us down to Zona to lay back because it was getting too hot. You got to go back to 87, 88. Niggas was getting knocked off left and right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the hood. I'm all over the place. She's like, look, before you get knocked off, I'm going to get you out of this. So she took us to Zona to lay back with Grams. Well, I'm rapping, but I'm also into the dirt. I'm doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be, but all my uncles was, so you're never going to escape it if you're from the city, and it's all in your family. So anyway, I get to Zona, and I'm rapping. I hook up with this cat named Phil, and, you know, he cool. He like, hey, man, I see you rapping. You're doing your thing. This is, again, 87, 88, you know what I'm saying? So I hit up with this other cat named Wax Dog. He produced CC Penniston. But anyway, this is before that. So we all young, wild. We going back and forth to L.A., you know, going to the house, seeing my peoples and stuff. And I get back here and get back to Zona, and my man say, hey, man, you know, Cube is out here. And I'm like, Dope Man? He's like, yeah, Dope Man. Well, we on the other side with the real Dope Man, and he's on the other side in school. And so my man hit me. He's like, you know what? Y'all going to go up here to do this show. We did this show at this spot called Confetti's. And, you know, we all young, wild. We just having fun. And we had these cats that, you know, that was a money time all around L.A., Zona, Vegas, New Mexico, wherever. If you was in the game at all, and I mean the hustle game, you was running the Spade, all that. If you look on my Facebook, you'll see Spade. I'm knowing Spade way back for real, the real Spade. You know, I ain't gonna get in, but the real Spade. So we doing what we do, and we run in the Cube at one of the little clubs in Zona, and he like, man, nigga, y'all doing your thing, and I'm like, yeah. So he like, nigga, you from the city? I'm like, yeah. So we chit chatting and all that. And I said, nigga, come to the little store we got, and you know, nigga, holler at everybody, nigga, you know, nigga, you family, nigga, you from the house. So he hook up with me and my man who doing things, and boom, you know what I'm saying. The next thing I know, he like, we over there, we all the time locked up. So while he's going through the thing, he was at ITT, but while he going through the thing, like Chill said, with Eazy, me and him roommates. You know, we ended up being roommates. He, you know, like, nigga, you from the city, I'm from the city. I'm in and out with Dre and them. You over here fucking with this music. So you know what, nigga, it is what it is. We got us a little spot together with my man spots, and he in and out in L.A. doing his thing all over the country. I'm around here doing shit all over, you know, and so we end up going to Rap Mania, which this is that big ad, you know, with all the East and the West. So anyway, we about to do the Rap Mania thing. Somebody plugged me in. I'm, you know, at the time we was unsigned with Group D30 Ice. So we was unsigned. All the homies was going to be there, Ice-T, everybody, King T from the West. So they like, hey, nigga, you want to be on this? You unsigned? We ain't going to give you as much as we giving them, but we're going to give you something, and you'll be on this thing. It's going to be in history forever, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's get on it. So we on there. We did our little thing, D30 Ice, non-commercial, whatever, because we was, you know, this was still Chuck D, you know, pushing the Public Enemy thing, you know. This is we getting censored, the PMRC, all that. It was wild. The game was wild. You had Face them down south preaching that, Chuck them on the west and on the east, and then N.W.A. on the west saying, you know, fuck the police, all this. So Cube is right there, we roommates. So he telling me, I'm hearing Dre and him chit chat. You know what I'm saying? And Dre put me on the phone and keep my nigga alive. I'm like, man, your nigga cool, man. He with me and my nigga. We straight. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. He eating. You know what I'm saying? He eating. Don't worry about whatever the little school shit. And nigga, we heated. Nigga, he cool. So he running around Zona, me, him, you know, and he ended up doing my first little record, the little Serving Them Well joint we did, and still in discography right now. And I just laugh about it because we was all kids then. And it was him, Wax Dog, the dude that did C.C. Peterson. He did the first joint on us, which I don't know how the hell I'm rapping on that, but it's funny. And I look back and laugh at it, but we did it. They put the plate out and everything. We were supposed to do this big shit anyway. He told me, you know, while they was going through the city, he was like, hey, nigga, I'm going to jump ship, and I'm going to get at you on, you know, fucking with me on this shit later. But, you know, right now, let me go handle my business. And, you know, I knew he was putting together a group. He hadn't told me the full name. He was just like, nigga, I'm putting together another group, whoop, and I'm probably going to come back and get you. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, stayed out here, stay out of jail, get back at you. I'm like, boom. So he shook one out, left on and went back to L.A., started forming a mob. Next thing I know, he hit me. He's like, nigga, I'm in New York. I'm doing my thing, working on the album. He was telling me the names. I didn't know everybody then. I was hearing Chill. I heard Jinx. And I got them producing it. I'm like, you ain't got Dre. Like, man, I couldn't get him. You know, shit's wild. We had odds with each other. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. You the man. You know, do your thing. And he gets to Chicago. And we had been talking on and off, and he's like, nigga, I need you to get out here, nigga, and have my back, and, nigga, join up in the group. And I'm like, all right. So I landed in L.A. He gave me the Rhyme Syndicate hat. You know, I'm the only one in the mob with a Rhyme Syndicate hat. So I landed in Chicago with a Rhyme Syndicate beanie. Niggas laughing like, nigga, you in the mob, nigga. This ain't the Syndicate. You know, clowning. Big shout out Ice-T and them. And just, you know, Cube, he come from the whole, he just did all the movies and all the crap. So he was like, you know what, this where it is when we get to Chicago, I get you this, you can meet up with everybody and melt in and do what you do. And that's where I started at, big dog. He plucked me right out of Zona, straight to LA to Street Knowledge, from Street Knowledge straight to Chicago. Boom, I'm from there, I'm on the road with all these crazy ass motherfuckers, and we just clowning, and you know, everybody is melting and meeting and seeing how we gonna get in and how we gotta do what we gotta do, and learning each other's ways. And you know, cats is looking at me like, well, damn, nigga, you didn't leave from L.A. Well, which one did you come from? You from L.A., but where he get you out of, and this, that, and the other. And you know, like, oh, when he went to school, okay, bet. Well, damn, nigga, you hustled, you know. So I ain't saying too much about that because I'm not knowing what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, hey, my nigga plugged me out. You know, brought me to Street Knowledge, Pat, and everybody, whoop, whoop, this what you gonna do? Bam, shot a nigga to motherfucking Chicago. I landed in Chicago in the snow, and from the rest, the story is history. He just like, nigga, you got my back, watch this, da-da-da. So he put me up in Street Knowledge, like, nigga, do what you do. Well, when we was in Jonah, I had a little close spot, me and my man Phil, and we was selling all the Fila shit and all that crazy ass shit that niggas was bootlegging. We was selling everything, you know, hustling, doing what we do. So when I got to Chicago, I'm seeing the dude that's slinging the clothes. I saw the dude in L.A., and I saw the other dude, and I'm like, this is it. And he just look at me like, you know what you got to do. And I'm like, yeah, but let me see what they doing. And so I'm looking at the stuff they doing. It's all right, but they going cheap. They're not really giving him everything he's supposed to get. And this is my nigga. So I'm like, nigga, we finna go all out with this. Fuck, you know how we get down. He like, yeah, do your thing, Threi. So I'm doing my thing, and next thing I know, I talked up to St. Ives for a motherfucking contract for merchandising. So now I'm putting the merchandising from St. Ives with Ice Cube when he was hot, when you was seeing Pooh and the mob and everybody on the West, and then at the same time we was pushing the motherfucking St. Ives gear, if y'all remember real tough. But that was me doing all that for Cube. I'm in the back doing that, and ain't really knocking out too many raps, but he's already knowing it from the record he produced and from us going on Rap Mania doing that and just doing little shows here and there and there trying to get all the way up. So he just telling me, kick back. When I do the Lench Mob album, that's when you gonna get on there and bless and do your thing. I'm like, all right. But when the Mob album got together, he picked Bone, Shorty, and JD. My niggas, they had me come on it, but we was looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? It's really 3 verses to a song. I'm gonna fall back, mess with this merchandise. Y'all niggas get out there and do what you do. I got you. I'm going to do all the merchandising for everybody. Yo, King, you name it. Anybody I could, Quick, whoever. I was trying to do merchandise because I wanted a big-ass merchandising company. So, because I figured that's a way to employ the homies to, 1, get out of the hood, 2, get money. 3, see some other place so they can be like, you know what? I ain't finna get back home and tear the whole neighborhood up. I'm going to slow down. Fuck with 3. We finna get this money. Fuck with Cube. Fuck with Chill. You know what I'm saying? Get these shirts and we gonna get moving. So my thing coming from a hustler's point of view was, I don't see no color lines. I just see green. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with Quick.
Right.
I'm fucking with Second to None. I'm fucking with all my niggas blue and red because we got blue and red all around us. So I'm trying to set up a merchandising thing and at the same time get ready for the album. We supposed to do this big push where, you know, Death Row was doing their thing too. So it was a hell of a time. It was a hell of a time to be in the game because you had to have your game up 100%. You got Pac, Snoop, Dre, and they dropping them. I mean, they just dropping hit after hit after hit. Cube was over here dropping hit after hit to hit. We watching everything to make sure shit is loved. And it was one big, like I say, short on them. If you wasn't in the game from back then, you looking at the game from an afterthought. You're not really seeing it for what it is because concerts ain't what they are now. They wasn't, you know, they nowhere near like what they was then. We come from Fresh Fest, Bud Fest, all them damn festivals, and then the radio stations got into it. They didn't care who was on it. They put everybody on there. It don't matter if Roxanne Shante mixed with an N.W.A, mixed with a 2 Live Crew, mixed with a Scarface. That's what the shows was about.
Right.
And it wasn't nobody dictating what songs got to be played on the radio for 2 hours and shit. It was the DJ there. The DJ of that state was the one that picked the songs, and it was like, yo, I got this, I'm a break. Yo, I got this, I'm a break. Yo, I got that, I'm a break. And that's what it was, and that's why the music was the music. It's like just saying you knew what the Bee Gees. We didn't know the Bee Gees was really white until they did Dance Fever. You just like, damn, these cats can sing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it was the same thing with rap. Yeah. You didn't know what it was until they brought it to the forefront. Then you're like, oh, these cats rep this, these cats rep that. Well, at that time, you had the X-Clans. You had the high top fades. You had everything mixed in everything. And wasn't nobody. I'm not gonna diss you because you got a high top fade. It just ain't what I do on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? That's cool with you. You wearing the polka dots and all that. We're not mad at that. This is how we get done over here. We kind of more grimier. We got to hustle because life is a little different over here. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only thing we knew to pub. I can't pub walking around with polka dots and shit on because in L.A., that'll get your ass knocked off. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to be walking, you know, you got to be hood straight. You had your head on straight because if not, you dead. You know what I'm saying? But in New York.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in New York it's a different vibe. Yeah. So this whole game to me, I'm just like chill. When I look at this game, it's all music to me. I love East, West, South, North, Midwest. I don't care. If you got something to contribute and you finna bless the game, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I need you to do, because I can't do you. That's the rule. Rule number one is I'm gonna do me. I want you to do you because you might be the next Vanilla Ice. Tell the whole world you might be the next N.W.A. You know what I'm saying? Who knows who you gonna be? You gonna do your thing, and if the world jump on, we with you.
In the game we in, you don't know who's gonna do what. So I mean, you gotta look at everybody as, I mean, how they reduce the game to what it is right now, from them allowing the corporations to take over everything, and everybody stepping back and allowing the corporations to take control over shit, to dictate how situations go, to fuck off the way the industry was to how it is right now. It's like everybody's basically they on the same levels, even though it shouldn't be that. Like, say, for instance, look at the actors. You looked at how all the actors was fighting Hollywood on how they didn't want to be compared to reality show people. Not spitting or shitting on the reality people, but when you look at actors that's been doing this shit for years and went to school and sweat, broke down to do all it is, a regular reality show person should never be on the same platform
I agree.
as a person that's been acting forever. How the fuck you going to do that? That's like saying a top-notch rapper should never be on the same level as another person. Not saying that person, you shouldn't have a dream, not killing their dream. They can get to that level, but you can't right off the back. How the fuck you going to do that? That don't even make sense.
Yeah,
that's a
them like lottery
for motherfuckers that's
them
put
them
in
like
the game.
Lottery picks. Yeah, because like with the reality show, because anybody can do it, you might be able to find a few diamonds in the rough. But that's like winning the lottery, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, just because everybody can do it don't mean everybody do that shit good. You see what I'm saying?
Nobody's gonna hate. Nobody's gonna. Hey, even taking it back to Dub C. Everybody want to rap, but they ain't paid dues. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You gotta pay your motherfucking dues. You gotta pay your goddamn dues, man, and do what you do. Now, just like I was saying earlier in the show, the older generation do need to work with the younger generation so we all can team up and make quality-ass music.
Exactly.
And it shouldn't be the point that this motherfucker, like the biggest shit that on the West, most motherfuckers don't fuck with each other. If it's not a Crip or Blood thing, it's some hater shit. Stop fucking hating. Stop all the Crip and Blood shit. Hating the nigga. Oh, I ain't fucking with that nigga because he a slob. I ain't fucking with that nigga because he a crab. I ain't fucking with that nigga because he this and he man, fuck all that. Let all that shit go.
Fuck all that.
Let's beyond group together. Quit hating if a nigga got more than you. Look at the nigga that has more than you and examine how he got more than you, and you should be looking at what he doing, and you should want to click up with him. Not to click up with him to fuck him over, but click up with him to see what the fuck are you doing that I'm not doing, or what are you doing to go to the next level where I can go to the next level, and I can bring in people that we can help. And if everybody is making money, that means everybody can click up, start taking care of all their communities, putting money in the hood so we can have our own all black business. You feel me?
Right. And I be looking at like with the newer age young artists, man, like they don't pay enough homage, they don't reach back enough, and some of them do, some of them reach back and they pay homage to the ones that was before them, but I be feeling like they ain't paying homage to the right ones all at the same time.
Nah,
it's like
they
paying homage to the ones that's logical, business wise, but they not asking Lench Mob to be on a. Because me, if I was to get a deal, me myself coming up, and I was doing some shit in the days when I could have, I wouldn't be able to wait to do songs with the guys that I came up with or listening to that inspired me to do this shit. And I feel like a lot of them, they don't reach back to the right legends all the time. Do y'all feel like that?
Because here's how I'm feeling. They pick and they choose. They pick and they choose who they decide to do. And you're supposed to look at this like this. Everybody comes with a craft, so let's see who comes with the tightest shit, who comes with the shit that's doing whatever. Don't chop off the next nigga head till you see what it is that he can bring to the table. And let's all unite to do all that. I'm talking about blacks, Mexicans. Let's do this shit. Let's all connect up. Let's do what we have to do. Let's connect the music together. Let's not be so biased of a person. Let's just say this. If you got better skills than the next person, don't just hate on that person. Just throw that person, lead them for dead and shit on them. What you should do is, you know they grind and they trying to do the same shit that you had to do because you had to get to a certain point, craft and put your time, sweat and tears and years into to get you to that level. You start off whack.
Right.
Then you end up elevating your life to a certain category to be in a certain category. So once you see somebody else, they give them some encouragement. If you want to pick them on
the new kids, on those new guys. See, here's the problem, my man. First off, they got plucked out and dropped in. They didn't have to go through nobody. So they just 1 minute they was on the internet rapping to their homeboys from whatever school they at, and then somebody said, "Hey, would you like to be here?" And they like, well, 1 minute ago I was doing mathematics and half-ass rapping. The next minute I'm getting worldwide fame, and I don't know what to do with this because I have no guideline. I have no one in front of me with the big footsteps for me to walk in and go, you know what? When I bring you on, this is what you do, and then from there you expand and blow up and do your thing. So they don't have no idea. It's almost like being slaves. You brought to a whole new planet. You have no idea from Mercury to the Earth, and you like, who was here before me? All I know is I do this, and I don't know nobody previous to me, and I'm just doing this from the 4 or 5 kids on my block. I don't really, and I really don't trip off those old guys or those older people or the legends or the people that do that because they're not seeing it. They're not seeing the lineage. The motherfucking corporate America took our game, the rap game, and instead of them putting the Cool Hercs and everybody in a line to say, this is your Commodores, this is your Isleys, this is your, they never did that with rap. But they do that with everybody else. You go to the country music, you got your Kenny Rogers, you know what I'm saying? You got your Merle Haggard. But when you go to the rap,
you got your
run.
You got your Frank Sinatras and
bingo.
Hip hop, they don't do it like
exactly. Exactly. And if you do that, go back. You got to go all the way back and then look at the Cool Hercs. Like I said, all the way down to LL's runs, the women. Look at my girl. Yeah, all them. Yeah. So then they would know something about the game, and they come back with Dougie Fresh was this, Fat Boys was this, Slick Rick was that. You know what I'm saying? A Boogaloo Shrimp was this. DJ 3D was this. Joe Cooley was this. Rodney Onen was this.
The Lench Mob was this. You know what I'm saying? Like, even y'all included. You know what I'm saying? Because like for the content of the music that you guys had, why hasn't like some of the guys they say do bridge the gap to like why hasn't a Kendrick Lamar with the type of music that he making, the type of music y'all made, how come some of them type of guys don't reach back to you guys? Do you think it's just not being able to link up type of thing, or they might not be familiar with the types of impact that y'all had on the game?
I think it's both, man. I think one is the linkage, and two, the impact is, X amount of years later, and they coming in, and they got they heartfelt. This is what I feel, you know what I'm saying? Or it had to be something that happened just lately, Trayvon Martin, or this, all these police killings. Now I'm feeling some way because I would have been partying with this dude or that dude, or in this area and that area, and they made this area hot, so I can't go over there. Now I'm feeling some sort of way. It's a little bit of both. If you ain't seeing it, you know, it's almost like racism. If we erase it, it never existed to this person that just got born there, but it was there to these 5 million people, 50 billion people. They looking at it going, man, I had to deal with oppression, sitting on the back of the bus. They calling me all kind of niggas and doing this, doing that. I had to drink water, and then you get to this point, you're like, man, and then you look at my Brown brothers. They had to go through the same thing. They here, now you got this cat in the White House. He trying to evict cats out, and we looking like, are you fucking out your mind, dog? This is, you way down the line. So you look at Trump almost like a new rapper. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to build walls and do that. Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. These people been here. Matter of fact, these is family members now. These ain't strange people. These is family, you know what I'm saying? And you going to evict my family? Get the fuck out of here, because you're not going to go down and ask these people, look, we got a problem with this or that, whatever. So it's the same thing with the young rap niggas. We have a problem with, well, I don't see no problem. I want to do this kind of rap, and I want to do that kind of rap. And you're looking at it like, okay, this game started because of the verses niggas spit, not because you can hum some shit. It started because of the verses you can spit in a park somewhere, and then it went from there. So if you're not going to do that, you're really not doing the job that you say you're doing. You're doing your version of, you know, instead of a Ford, you got a Ficket over here, you know what I'm saying? When you building Ford cars, you building Fickets. What is you doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to buy you a Ford if you got one, but this Ficket, I don't know, ball tires, badass motor, that ain't what I'm calling a car. So when you look at them, I think they're uneducated to a point of, this is what you were hired to do. If you hire a bus driver and he get on the bus and say, I don't know how to drive a bus, you got to get out of here, man. This is for bus drivers only. And so
it's dangerous to fuck with the culture like that. You know, it's what they're doing is they're trying to erase it, and they're trying to phase out certain people in the game. But I'll tell you what, guys, I gotta leave. I hate to do this, but I gotta leave on this note. We got another guest coming out, but I want to play these three tracks that you send, snippets. But before I do, give everybody your social media, and I want to invite you guys back on. We're going to do a full episode here in the future with the whole Lench Mob. We'll do like a round table, have everybody on. Everybody that wants to come on, they're more than welcome. But give everybody all your social media so they can get at y'all.
I'll say for mine, Chili Chill, everything is OG Chili Chill. OG Chili Chill. At Twitter.com, OG Chili Chill, Instagram, OG Chili Chill, Facebook. You can hit www.chilichill.net. Check out the website. keep that moving. Hey, and go out and get that broken glass ceiling, Fresh Kid Ice. You feel me?
Chinaman Records.
Chinaman
What
Records.
about you? Three?
Oh, shit, all day.
My shit is lynchmob.3 on Facebook, Threi at Gmail, Threi. I'm the original Threi. Take it all the way back to the 90s, even the 80s. All right, Threi at Gmail. Twitter, you go look up lynchmob3, Threi. You can look us up at bookingthemob.com if you're serious and you're trying to spend some bread and have us come out and do something. And if none of that don't work, you could call Monte Cristo. That's my A&B quarterback there in Detroit. He, you know what I'm saying? The horse trainer. He always plugged in. If you can't find him, you can find Fresh Kid. You can find Rick from the whole two lines. You can find JT. You know, whoever you can find, Chill. You can find him. You can find me. And that's really my social is everybody else around me. I do a little bit of that, but I ain't really the most social media dude. I'm still old caveman style, but all my other niggas do it. And shout out Chinaman Records, Fame, Drill 'em Out, the whole Chinaman Records. You know what I'm saying? Boy Dirty, you did your thing again. JT Money. Damn, my nigga, God bless you. The whole everybody gonna pick up that whole breaking glass ceilings, like my man saying. And hey, man, Lynch Mob. Oh yeah, shout out JD, Free JD, Ice Cube. Holla back at us, my nigga. Love you.
Man, thank you for calling in, and shout out to the Lynch Mob. We're gonna play these 3 snippets. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna bring on the homie MC Mack from Memphis, Tennessee, Kamikaze, you know what I'm saying? He's been putting it down. He's got a lot of dope stuff to talk about. This crack music, then you get, man, you're welcome out here anytime, brother. And I tell you what, we just had a hell of an interview with the Lynch Mob. There's some real good guys, man. I'd love to see you work with them, man, because you're a hell of a producer, man. Did you ever think, and an artist, did you ever think of wanting to work with somebody out there in the West Coast, man, mix that crunk with that G-funk?
Actually on this Volume 6, man, I'm known to do features from cats in my city, but I was definitely trying to reach out and do some collabos. Who probably wouldn't think of hearing me do a collabo with. But Lynch Mob probably a super dope collabo. You're right about that.
Yeah, because, I mean, you got to think about it. You got the Lynch Mob, you know what I'm saying, Ice Cube, MC Mack, come out of 3-6 Mafia, Kamikaze. I mean, why not merge and do something with them 2 camps? You know, that would be dope as hell. But what about yourself, man? We last time we had you on, man, I believe it was early 2016, man. What have you been up to since then, man? Going through the thing then, the health issues and stuff. Back on track, man. Back in the studio. Did some traveling, man, and really just got on my business, you know what I'm saying, with a connect, man, for Miami. And we just been working this Volume 5 and pushing that, doing the videos and, you know, working the social media and the World Star and all that, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, you've been putting in work for years. You're one of them guys like K Reno or Sibo. I mean, you got a huge catalog of music, man. What keeps you going, and how do you top what you did the previous time?
I just keep doing just trying to stay relevant, you know what I'm saying? Keeping my ears to the streets, keeping my homies in, you know, putting out other artists, man, and, you know, just the love of music, man, just keeps me motivated, man. And, of course, the money that come with it.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that don't hurt at all.
But, you know, let's say there was no money. Let's just take money out of the equation. You couldn't live without music, could you?
Probably not. I don't know whatever I do. But, I'll take money out of it, you know what I'm saying? I started doing it from the love of music, you know what I'm saying? Just to hear our voice coming through the speakers back in the day on cassette tapes, you know what I'm saying? So I always had the love of music in me, come from a music background. And, shoot, you took money out of it, I'll still probably be doing music. I'll be doing something else with it, but I'll still be doing music.
Yeah, to compensate for, yeah, definitely. You know, but your introduction, man, comes long before, you know what I'm saying, the Kamikaze album, Time's Up, long before the 3-6 Mafia album. When did you first put out a tape in the streets of Memphis, and was it you know what I'm saying, right around the same time that Paul and Jay and Squeaky and everybody was doing it? When were you doing it?
Yeah, I was doing it. Doing those same eras, man. You know, I was close to the same age, and everybody was doing their thing around the high schools. You know what I'm saying? Doing tapes, and so I did my first joint probably like maybe like 89, early 90 maybe. The first time I ever put out a tape around Memphis and just getting around the high schools. You know what I'm saying? Getting it to my homeboys to bump in their cars. You know what I'm saying? And get drunk and lift it to it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I come back from the old school before 4 tracks and reel to reel, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would say like 1990 was the first time I ever did something on cassette tape.
Wow, that's definitely, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you've definitely been putting in work, and you haven't stopped since. What was the era in Memphis like at that time, man? Because you guys never had a sound of a West Coast or an East Coast. You guys always had your own sound. You know what I'm saying? What was it like, man? Were you guys influenced at all by cats on the West Coast or the Midwest or the East?
Man, you better know it. You know what I'm saying? I come up from the old school, man. Definitely played a big part of, you know, N.W.A. and Lench Mob and, man, you know, Too Short, you know, Ghetto Boys, you know what I'm saying? Anything to get, you know, you had gangster walk in. So any music that get the crowd hype, you know, that's what we was into. Trigger Man, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Yeah, you guys had a style that was just, you know, real amped up, real, you know what I'm saying, energetic, you know. And it's, you know, nowadays you listen to the music and it's like you can't even tell where a motherfucker is from. That's why I'm so glad cats like yourself are still making music, because it's like when you hear it, you're like, oh, yeah, this is MC Mack. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no... You know what you're going to get is what I'm saying. Have your fans come to expect that out of you?
Oh, most definitely. Nothing less, man. You know, and keep it rolling, man. You know, the Memphis sound has a real, you know it as soon as you hear it, I think. You know, I'm going to keep on giving what they ask for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Let's go off into a track yours real quick, and then we're going to come back, chop it up a little bit more, and take some callers. Let's give them this Kamikaze Like the Nazis, man. Tell them about this one.
Man, Kamikaze Like the Nazis, my first single off of Volume 5 for Life the Underboss, and all recorded here in the M-Town, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and my homeboy tracked some of, you know, did the engineering on that joint, and shit, definitely a hot record, man. Definitely taking off, and I was getting radio play throughout the fam.
Man, I want to ask you while I got MC Mack on the line, you know what I'm saying, being so close to Memphis, you know what I'm saying, were you buying those tapes back in the day that Mack and them were putting out?
Man, first of all, what's going on with the MC Mack? He's on my Facebook page. I know who he is, and everybody around here know who he is. What's going on with you, homie?
Man, I can't call it. What's going on with you, bro?
Oh, man, maintaining, keeping my head above water. Oh, yeah, man, Memphis was like a real big thing around Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Mack, 666, Player Fly, all of them, you know what I'm saying? They lay roots around here, you know what I'm saying? Jackson is almost like it's a melting pot for music, and what they do is whatever close that's hot, like they did with P when P was blowing up, like they did with Memphis. I actually heard a lot of Memphis artists just by cats riding around through here and be like, "Who the fuck is that?" That's that new Mack, man. You ain't heard that new MC Mack? So you know what I'm saying. Memphis is very influential around Jackson.
Oh hell yeah. You being so close to Jackson, MC Mack, is that one of the spots that really took to what you were doing with your music?
Yeah, for sure, man. We stayed all, man. When Ryan, we first was coming up, we were doing like just the Tri-Cities, you know what I'm saying? All the cities and states around Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Which was, of course, Mississippi, Arkansas, and Georgia, you know what I'm saying? Kind of targeted that radius, you know what I'm saying? So from there, it just spread, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Shout out to the homie Exit, homie. Thank you for calling in. We're gonna take another call. This is overseas in France. It's the homie Lord Sinister. You know what I'm saying? Way the hell over in France. How you doing, Sin?
Yeah, hi Scott, hi Mac J, hi MC Max, it's Sinixter from France, yes. How are you?
What's up, man?
Yeah, tell us about your first song, Running Lip, of when you was with Kazi with Juicy J, and how you met him in '93 at the Bill Street, Memphis, when DJ Juicy J was DJ at this club. Tell us about how you met him and how you was with him at this time.
Okay, I would say like '93, the summer of 1993. Yeah. I went to the studio. I went to my first recording studio, actual, on the real outside.
Yeah, Mac, we lose you?
Hello.
Yeah, Mac, you there? Hello. Yeah, we lost Mac. Mac, if you can't hit the line again. Yeah, that's a good question. Hit the line, Mac, 714-409-0548. But, yeah, that's a good question, man. Meeting Juicy back that far in '93, you know what I'm saying, and making that connection. I can't wait to hear his answer. Here he is. Yeah, Mac, how we doing?
Next time. Yeah. I met Juicy J, though, with the Let's Make a Stain. I recorded the first Let's Make a Stain, the one that you guys hear on the Chapter of the Mack CD in 1995 or something. But I recorded like in '93 or '94. But he was a DJ at a club called, I think it was Juicy J's place, or maybe 380 Bill at the time. And my homie, we had just recorded. He's like, man, let's go get this joint played at the club, man. I'm gonna walk up to Juicy and ask him to go and bump the joint. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. So we walked up to the DJ booth, and he's like, man, yo, check this out. He played it, through the headphones. He was like, yeah, this is dope. I'm gonna put it on. So when he played it, he got a cool response from the crowd. He was like, hell yeah, that's dope. So from there, he wanted to take that song and put it on his volume 9, I think, Juicy J volume 9, the 9mm cassette tape, and he put that record on his mixtape. And I also just started doing some recording. I think me and Al Capone ended up doing a song on there together that Juicy produced, and that's kind of how I met Juicy J. You know what I'm saying?
Al Capone at the time, he already had out street knowledge and stuff like that. What was it like? Working with him? He was already pretty much a legend already at the time, wasn't he not in the city?
Yeah. Al had the streets buzzing with Lyrical Drive-By, so and doing his thing. So it was like, Juice was like, I'm gonna collab you with Al Capone. I was like, oh hell yeah, let's do a song together. Shoot, I grew up listening to Al. You know what I'm saying? He was a big influence in Memphis during that time, and he had the streets real hot, and just for him to be able to connect me with Al on a track, I was like, that was super dope.
Yeah. Tell us also about the album Kamikaze Times Up of the Kazi, how it was to record this album, and tell us about this deep song, Felt the Pain.
Felt the Pain, oh man. The old Kazi album was recorded in about 2 weeks at Cotton Road Recording Studios, and it was executive produced by Paul and Jay. And I think Felt the Pain was one of the tracks that me, Scan, and Project Pat collaborated on. I think Scan actually made up that chorus. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Scan. That was one of his choruses, and we just took the chorus and took the topic and ran off with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Move Motherfucker. That was such a dope track. Scan, and you did a new version to that a few years ago, man. Have you ever thought about revisiting, the Kazi, with Project Pat, or is he not wanting to do that, or has that never even come up?
I haven't talked to Pat in a while. I saw him maybe about a year or so ago. We didn't actually talk about it, but it has been an option. The fans keep mentioning it. Let's do another Killer Clan Kazi or a Kazi album, either Pat or K-Rock or Pat and K-Rock, So, maybe it's an option, and maybe it'll be something we collide on in the future with. But I've been getting a lot of feedback with that idea. So.
Yeah. Because really, that album that Sim was talking about, Time's Up, that's timeless album, man. To me, I don't think it could be fucked with. It's one of those albums that should be on everybody's list. You know what I'm saying? The dope albums. And it would stood the test of times too, man. It's going to be 20 years old in about another year or so. So, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you what. It's so much energy is on that motherfucker, man. What was it like in the studio recording that, man? Were you guys amped up every day, or how was the recording process?
Oh man, we was like overpassed too, because the album was supposed to come out like a year or two before. It kept getting pushed back, but yeah, by the time we actually got to recording the album, we was super tight. We basically had the half of the album written before we went to the studio, because me and Scan, we had been anticipating recording the album, up until that point for almost a year or two. So pretty much, the whole album was already written before we went to the studio. All we had to do was lay the lyrics and get the right beat. You know what I'm saying? Then of course I had a couple of songs like Pure Anna and All About My Hustle that I had already established on my underground tapes. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna take a couple of my songs that I had on cassette tape, put them just over to the CD. And shoot, voila, we got an album. Take a couple of scans, take a couple of pats, and we got an album. So it was done pretty quick. We did that whole album down there like in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Something like that, you think it took a long fucking time to make, but you guys already had the plan in motion. But I tell you what, what's the next project you got coming out though, MC Man, that we can look forward to?
Man, I got of course, the Volume 6, man. I'm right now I'm putting that joint together. I actually just did a photo shoot, and I'm working on the artwork as we speak, and colliding with some producers and myself, and I'm gonna do the singles first. You know what I'm saying? Gonna do a cool single, get a single buzzing, and then release the album maybe a month to maybe 2 months after that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Volume 6.
That's a pre-album
I remember
series.
Volume 1. You know what I'm saying? Now it's Volume 6. Man.
Yeah, man.
What made you keep going in that direction? A lot of people don't put out a Volume 1 and then maybe do a Volume 2 or 3. But that's it, man. You went Rocky Balboa with it. This is 6. This is about Rocky Balboa 6. What made you want to keep going?
Man, like I said, it's just a love of music, man. I'm gonna keep giving the fans what they want. I got a lot of inboxes. Hey, you gonna do a Volume 6? I was like, I didn't know, but I guess I'm gonna keep it rolling, man. And I get people like, well, maybe you need to do a new title, but hey, they always told me if it ain't broke, you know what I'm saying, don't try to fix it.
I was just going to say, Mack, in about a year after you drop Volume 6, you're going to be getting them inboxes. Hey, when are you going to do a Volume 7?
Hey, somebody going to say rolling.
We'll be here episode 2000, and MC Mack will be on Volume 26. You know what I'm saying? But let's give him this.
Volume 6 is going to be the final chapter, and that's...
Volume 7 is going to come somewhere down the line. I mean, you might cut it off for a few years and go in a different direction with some titles, but that Volume 7 is coming back. They're going to be bugging the shit out of you when they hear this.
It's going to be good, man. I'm going to give them this straight punk, you know what I'm saying? Straight kamikaze punk, man. I got some tight producers on the team, man, and I'm trying to take the old with the new, you know what I'm saying? That way it can stay relevant, but I definitely got some hard choruses and some dope producers on the team who make it joint dope, and I'm going to do it the right way.
Hell yeah, man. I tell you what, man, I'm excited about it, and I look forward to it. I definitely want to review it over at UGSforlife.com. Let's give them another track. This Chopped and Screwed, man. This is The Bottom. Tell everybody about this one.
The Bottom. Oh, that's the homie Kano featuring Sean P. and Mack Yo, The Bottom, a.k.a. North Memphis. And the homeboy Jack doing a co-op with, Fat Boy Inc. Entertainment and Kamikaze. We're doing like a co-op going 50-50 on everything. And there's one that's on my homie Kano's album. Kano album. Put it in. You know what I'm saying? Check out the homie Kano on iTunes and Spotify. That's Kano. And also shout out to Soldier. I don't want to forget anybody. He was like, damn, man, you didn't say my name. So, shout out to Soldier who rapped on that song too, man. It's all my homies, man. Soldier, Sean P, and Mack Yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely, man. That shit was hard, man. People gotta go out there and support what you guys are doing. But you pretty much, like you said, you went around to Atlanta and stuff like that in different spots. What about overseas, man? There's a huge market for you guys overseas. You been getting anybody hollering at you from different countries?
Yeah, for sure, man. I get a lot of support, man, from Germany, France, Russia. I did collaborations with a lot of cats, overseas. Haven't did any overseas shows as of yet, but, hey, I'll let hopefully be in the future. But, yeah, I get a lot of feedback from a lot of cats from overseas as it was big on the Memphis movement.
Oh. Yeah, they definitely, you know what I'm saying? I mean, well, you already know, man, them tapes go for a grip. Them dudes, that's like crack for real over there to them. You know what I'm saying? That's some dope music. What, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
What do you want to do next that you haven't done, man?
Of course, I've launched out the merchandise and moving the Kamikaze gear. Of course, the music. Probably doing a movie, man. I want to get into movies and also trying to publish a book coming soon. I'm definitely really considering doing that as well. So, yeah, definitely get into the movies thing. And probably going to do like a book, man, and kind of my life story up to this point. I think I got maybe a year or two left before that, but that's definitely something I got on the agenda.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope as hell. Because a book, I mean, yeah, you were around really the most successful group in hip-hop history, if you think about it, man. Because these guys, they won a freaking Academy Award. Did you ever think that, you know what I'm saying, something that you were a part of, or you were affiliated with, will go on to like the biggest stage in the world as far as when it comes to award shows and win a fucking Academy Award?
I knew it was going to be something cool because, everywhere we went, out of town, it was like, damn, these people actually heard of us and they reciting verses. And I knew it was going to be something special, but I had no idea that it'd probably get to that point, I was just surprised that people knew the lyrics to my song when I went out of town, go to spots like, Mississippi and Atlanta and, places like that. But no, I never in a million years would have thought that it would grow and have such a major impact the way it has.
No. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, you guys, and Memphis as a whole, too. You got to look back at the Gangsta Pants and Skinny Pimps. And, there's so many guys out there that have been putting out good quality, dope music all these years and still doing it. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the few cities, that still has a lot of people putting out music like that, man. Memphis is one of the, as much light has been shed upon Memphis, I still think it's one of the biggest untapped markets. I'm going to tell you why. Because I feel cats like yourself never got that recognition. You know what I'm saying? You're known everywhere in the underground, globally, worldwide. You know what I'm saying? But I never felt that you got that recognition that you should have got. Do you kind of feel that way?
Yeah, somewhat, yeah, exactly. Because, when I was pushing this Kamikaze like the Nazis, the last time you guys had me on, we kind of went on a little campaign with the radio, and I was doing, radio slots on commercial radio. And wow, I was bumping this DJs like, damn, man, this MC Mack, you know what I'm saying, from 3-6 and Kazi. It was like, damn, are you still doing it, man? I recognize your voice as soon as I heard the record, but I never had any singles on the radio. Never was on the radio. Never made a song for the radio, really. You know what I'm saying? I was actually surprised to hear Kamikaze Like the Nazis was one of the songs they accepted, you know what I'm saying, because it wasn't made for the radio. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel we don't get the recognition that we deserve, but, you know, you just got to keep pushing and keep motivating and stay motivated and get approved to actually support us from the start. You know what I'm saying? The dope.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is, though, you know, you got you're leasing the fans every time you drop, and you always get more fans and more people checking out your music, and you know. But the loyal ones, the ones that have been with you all these years, man, they're pretty much going to support you every time. And that's got to make you feel good to know that you got that type of a core following.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because without the fans and the supporters, I wouldn't be here. So, you know, shout out to everybody that ever supported me, you know, and even care to take a listen and bump my music, for real.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Where can they, you know what I'm saying? Where can they get all your music and get at you for features and things of that nature?
Oh man, of course, the Facebook is MC Mack. It's a M.C.K.KKZ fan page, or you can join the official MC Mack group. We got the Killer Clan Kazi fan page. MC Mack on Twitter. That's M.C.Mack. The number 4 Life is a verified account on Twitter. You can check your boy out on, of course, Instagram. That's MC Mack Music on the Instagram. And, inbox your boy. We booking. We're selling versus tracks, collabo features, and all that. And you can also get me at the MC Mack store online. You can go to Google and just type in MC Mack store, click the link, and check out all our merch, all of the CDs, cassette tapes, posters, skull caps, hoodies, you name it, we got it. So check me out.
Yeah, you've always been real, into the merchandising, man. A lot of cats don't see how important that is. You know what I'm saying? When did you first pick up on that?
Man, well, we always had merchandise, you know, that we would give away at the shows or, you know, while we were out promoting or whatever. But now that it's online, everything's online, I was like, you know, sure, why just leave it for the homeboys? I'm like, it's readily available for anybody who want to get a Kamikaze shirt, you know what I'm saying, or a logo or, you know, or what have you. So once I started selling them individually, I was like, man, it could be a cool market. I got my homeboy. He's like, yeah, I can help you set up this account where, you know, people can order from you directly and you just fill your own orders. So I was like, hell yeah, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? And it started off slow, but it's constantly gradually picking up. So I was like, yeah, that's a cool thing to do.
Yeah, because the fans, they're going to buy the music, but they're also going to want to support, you know what I'm saying, and represent wherever they go. Like, hey, man, I fuck with MC Mack. You need to check out his music. I always felt that was important, too, man, because promotion is a huge tool, especially in the streets. You want to be able to reach as many people as possible, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Now, what about you looking to do, like, you know what I'm saying, tours or anything like that for this Volume 6?
Yeah, we definitely are booking live performances. We're doing clubs, live performances, shows, and club venues. And got a couple of things working in mind for this spring and summertime. So, yeah, definitely be looking out for me to hit your city pretty soon, you know what I'm saying? And we'll be rocking all the greatest hits, you know what I'm saying, from Dear Witness all the way up to the present.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody, man, go get Volume 5. Make sure you go get all the other stuff that Mack was just telling you about, all the merchandise, all the music, you know what I'm saying? And definitely, if you got an album and you're spitting some fire and you want some extra heat on that motherfucker, get your MC Mack verse. You know what I'm saying? Or bring them to your town, book a show with them. You know what I'm saying? These legends are still making music. Fuck with them. You know?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it's all about, man. You know, I'll tell you what. Another track that you sent me I really liked was the Keep It Real, man. Let's go out with this one, man. Tell everybody about this one, man.
Keep It Real. There was another joint that was on my homeboy Kano's album. You know what I'm saying? It was chopped and screwed by one of the DJs, and all available on iTunes, Spotify, and all the digital outlets. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. If you want a physical copy, hit me up at the MC Mack store. We got you. We can get it delivered within a couple of days. Free shipping.
Free shipping. Anything free nowadays, you got to take advantage of, folks. Hell yeah. Free shipping. And order you a bunch of CDs.
Yeah, everybody who shop at the MC Mack store always throws something in for free. They get a free T-shirt, a free Kamikaze mug, drink mug so you can pour you something too, or one of the glow-in-the-dark Kamikaze T-shirts or something like that.
You got a little bit of everything, man. That's what I'm talking about. I'll tell you what, something I saw. They made the Lord Infamous smoking kit, man. It had a pipe and it had fucking. I thought that thing was crazy. You ever think of doing something like that?
Yeah, man. You know, I got a couple connects that do strictly, specialty items. You know what I'm saying? You can imprint items and put your logos on basically any product and get it at a real nice discount. And, I'm definitely looking more into the merch field and getting more and more products out because, it's a wide you tap into with these merch, I found out. So it's a lot of money to be made in merchandising.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You guys are listening. Peep Game. Man, Mack, I really appreciate you for coming on the show. Man, hell of a show, man. From South Central all the way to Memphis, man. That's what it is. G-Funk and Crunk, man. Like I said, you got to merge the two. That'd be dope as hell,
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. And shout out to the whole Kamikaze, man. Appreciate you, Scott, man. Michael, everybody for having me on the show again, man. It's always a pleasure, you know what I'm saying, for y'all guys having me. Making major money moves is mandatory on the Murder Master music show with MC Mack. You know what I'm saying? Say that 3 times.
Yeah, that's a tongue twister right there, man. Hell yeah. Man, MC Mack, thank you, man. It's an honor to have you on the show. Anytime, man, and when that Volume 6 comes out, man, let's bring you back on and preview some of it